Ta-da! What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Long Tom Lounge. I'm Long Tom. I just got out of the shower, and my hair is a little wet, so I'm not going to be putting on my hat just yet. But yeah, what's up? Shadow Ronin Studios. What's up, Trone? We are going to be joined by Remy Lexington shortly. But I don't believe Monday or Spicy will be here tonight, so we'll do some work on the bastions and goof around as per the usual. And of course, we got all these new vehicle pieces in the last week. Hey, what's up, Serdo? How are you, bud? Monday won't be here tonight, Serdo, so that means no recap. Though they did offer to send me an audio file of them doing a recap just for you. So I didn't end up getting it, but I kind of wish I had. And I said I'm not going to put on my hat, but keep my hair out of my face is more hassle than it's worth, so my hair is just going to dry funny. That's all there is to it. But alright, let's check out the shop real quick. Support a creator code none. Hey, did you guys know that you can use code LONGTIME in the shop? For all your LEGO Fortnite needs. How do I make it stay capitalized?
Dang it, I need Spicy to tell me stuff like that.
I know. Spicy, unfortunately, had a work commitment they had to fulfill. But for those of you watching at home, just go to your support a creator, type in code LONGTOM, just LONGTOM, search, boom. It's that simple. And then anything you buy in the shop, I get a little tiny a smidge of a kickback from it. Oh, Serdo, don't leave. Monday had some family business to attend to, so they won't be with us this evening. But appreciate you being here regardless. And legitimately, they totally sent me a message saying they would record audio for you, but I told them since we didn't do much last week in the way of needing recaps that we could pass and they could focus on what they needed to do. So let's see, anything good in the shop tonight?
There's a bumblebee sidekick, but that's about it.
Yeah, I saw that. It's adorable, but the Dark Ma is in the shop. I had to buy this, it being a mimic and all. The Fortnite skin is obviously way more detailed than the Lego skin, but I figured it would do in a pinch. We got all the SpongeBob sidekicks and everything in the shop. More DC stuff. Hey, what's up, Remy?
What's going on? The Obsidian King and Ivory Queen look kind of cool, but I'm trying to think what else did I see. I was like tempted.
Oh, the like chess piece ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was tempted to buy them, but I don't know. I feel like their Lego versions are a little too generic.
Yeah. That Zero guy too. That blue one. He looks cool. And then I'm conflicted with Ben 10. It's like the show was like after my time of like being into like, you know, younger adult cartoons, but also like he turns into really cool aliens.
Right.
But I I can't get past the fact that he's just a kid.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like I never liked that kind of thing.
Um,
Like even like the superhero Shazam, like he's a kid and he turns into this big muscle bound like Superman.
Right.
And I'm like, I don't. It's weird to me. But he
That
turns into
was
some cool characters in this, which is like makes it tempting. Because if you emote, he turns into them.
yeah. But that was a complaint I saw when it first came out, was that they thought there should be other edit styles of the skin.
Yeah.
Not just like,
Yeah,
I
you have to
guess
get
there's
him
a
like
couple
emoted
edit
into him.
styles, but you know, there's only 2.
Yeah.
Is it not Ben 2?
Yeah, that's
So,
true. It should be.
but yeah, use code LONGTOM in the shop. That's what's up. I was saying I think right before you got here, Remy, maybe not. Spicy and Monday aren't going to be here, so we're just going to work on our bastions and goof off tonight.
Okay.
But we'll see what we actually get into. I got a bunch of cars I've been playing around with. Which
So you're
I
a
don't.
Banshee. Halo,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Very cool.
The
Ghost or the
the
Banshee? I forget.
ghosts.
It's the
Yeah,
Ghost.
the ghosts. The
I'm sorry.
banshees are the
Yeah,
planes, right? Yeah.
that's right. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I made a bunch of them. I want to do
Really?
a Halo video. Halo Campaign Evolved came out today on Xbox Game Pass. But this year is the 25th anniversary of the original Halo. I didn't realize that when I decided this vehicle looked like a Warthog. But I knew the game was coming out. So I thought, oh, that would be cool to do a little spoof thing. But then Monday, actually, the night that we did the like Warthog combat, was building something at one point, and I was like, "What are you building there, Monday?" And they're like, "Oh, it's the alien ship." And I was like, "Oh my god, that's hilarious!" And of course, they were using, you know, like the big vehicle parts and stuff like that. But I made some out of what is it? Oh my god, I can't even remember now. What pass was that?
I don't remember.
If I can remember how to. It was the one with the duck. Palm Paradise, that's what it's called. But what I thought would be neat to do a little like just Halo video where, you know, a bunch of warthogs and, you know, a bunch of the ghosts are like flying around, and have like Star Wars people, like, you know, throwing dynamite and shooting lasers at everybody while they're driving around. I think it'd be pretty cool. And just make, you know, not like any like story or anything, just more like a Halo trailer, but in LEGO Fortnite. But eh. Yep. I realized earlier when I was playing Halo Campaign Evolved that I put the guns too high on on the the ghost here. They're supposed to be down and coming out of the wings, but I couldn't figure out a good way that a way that I was satisfied with the way it looked coming out the front. Let's see, clutter. I need some clutter. Pop those bad boys off. Like this right here is as low as you can get them. I just don't think it looks right. Even though it's more accurate, I don't think it looks right. I don't know. It kind of does. I kind of like it. I take it back. But come back. But as each new day's set of parts have been coming out, I've been trying to add them into vehicles and come up with some pretty sweet rides. My monster truck is pretty fun. But this rally car right here, this thing is quick. This is easily my favorite car that I've built so far. I replaced the back end. I was using the other exotic end, back end, but every time you load in, it falls down a couple studs, so it's super annoying. So yeah, that's my rally car. But then I built a Lamborghini over here. This guy's fun. Is there another seat in here? There's not. Darn it. You're up. I'll let you drive it here in just a second as soon as I get it out of here.
Do the cars float on the water or do they sink?
Oh, they sink. Ugh. Wee. Ugh. Where'd you go, Tron?
Just flying around.
Here, take my Lamborghini for a spin.
I'll be right back real quick.
I feel like I need to be playing a song by a certain rapper from Alabama called Daddy's Lambo.
Bye. Watch over that tree.
I got some clipping on the roof. It's messing up with my hat. This thing's cool. Nice work.
It's got 4 Soro sub thrusters in it.
Makes sense.
The rally car over here only has 2. I wanna see. Maybe the back is fixed now. Hold on a second.
Remy's underground in his car. Guess he's working on the transmission. I did notice something too.
I just placed that and it dropped. It's like
Some of the
attached, but it's
engines
attached
actually
to the
do
wrong.
have different sounds.
Yeah.
Like the muscle car engine.
Yep. That's my Mad Max vehicle. This
Love the cow catcher on the front of it.
Yeah, the cow catcher on the front. If you hit things, it makes the car jump. So if you like ram into a rock, instead of ramming into it, it like launches the car up in the air. And then oh.
I brought my
monster
little
truck.
fun one over here.
My monster truck, to keep it from rolling over, it's got thrusters that when you turn, it pushes that side of the vehicle down so it doesn't fall over. Dun, 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 dun. All right, Remy, you got to check out the rally car, but then the Lamborghini right here.
Which one is it? This is the rally?
This is the Lambo. The rally is over this one.
Oh, you made it so like... Yeah.
See ya.
Yeah, because it's nice. You made the wheelbase wider so it doesn't roll. It just freaking flies now.
Yeah, it's got 4 Soro sub thrusters in the back of it.
Thing freaking flies.
Yeah, she's quick.
I like how the blue lights up on it now too.
Yeah, yeah. I got all the different parts we've gotten so far laid out. Which I have a image. Hey, what's up, Rooster? How you doing?
Yeah, some of
I
these I
have an
missed.
image of
I
all
think.
the like game files. There's still like 10 things left that we haven't gotten yet, and there's only 1 day left. So either we're getting a ton of stuff tomorrow, or there's more stuff in the tomes than
Build kits
what
Yeah.
was that,
When
Trump?
how are the tomes coming?
might be built prefabs.
I don't think there's no more prefabs in the game files, so I doubt we're getting any more prefabs. And like if you go back and look at all their posts, like every single one of them says customize your own, build your own, make your own. Like they at no point say anything beyond the UTV, which we already got. Um, but like you're saying, there's still 10 pieces we haven't got in the files. Maybe they're all not coming this time around. I don't know. But to answer your question, Remy, I think what's happening is, this was running for, whatever dates, whatever the 14th or 15th to the 29th or whatever the dates were. Tomorrow it's running till where you log in each day and you talk to the machinist and she gives you a gift of the decor bundles.
Right.
When it ends, there's supposed to be 2 more weeks where you can go and talk to her, and I'm 99% positive she gives you a tome, kind of like Din Djarin did. And then, say you miss day 7. If you read that tome, you're going to get the parts for day 7. Say somebody else missed day 3 and day 4, they're going to read that tome and get day 3, and then the next day be able to get day 4. So maybe there's extra parts that are coming from tomes, because there is a tome in the game files as well.
Yeah. Someone was saying that like, we shouldn't like worry or something. Like there'll be like another chance to get the stuff or something.
Yeah, that's this coming 2 weeks. That's what I'm talking about. You
Yeah.
you still
Yeah.
have to
So.
log in. So if somebody missed all 14 days, they're gonna have to log in all 14 days for this next 2 weeks, which, you know. Um, what's blowing my mind? I thought this was all pretty cut and dry, run of the mill. The parts all snap together. But I've been seeing online like a ton of people like, can I get a tutorial? Type stuff, and it's like
Yeah.
the pieces literally snap together. I don't,
Yeah.
um, so, but now I'm tempted to make the easiest tutorial ever, and
As well.
yeah, why not, right? um, oh, did you guys get to see my ghosts over here, Remy?
Oh wait, no. I saw the video. I didn't get to try it though. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Follow me.
Dun-dun. It's perfect.
I'll hit the boost. Meow. Yep, I gotta fix all the guns on all of those. They're in the wrong place. But
I really wish they gave us more guns besides. Like they can give us laser. We have plasma guns like that we hold. Why not
right.
stick them on?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
just there's just a lot of stuff that I don't know what they're waiting on to just do. You know.
That ghost is getting away. Yep. So they've got the single boost thruster in the back, and then the 2 turn thrusters, and then if you hit channel 3, it lights up all 3 thrusters at the same time. It's like you have the boost in the game. It doesn't go very fast, but it's kind of like a boost.
Like once they get that, it's like I feel like you can really you can like with like lasers and stuff. Like I feel like that would just be really dope to just like then you can start really having like different mini games and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. And generally, Lego is anti-gun, anti-war, anti-all that, but they make, uh, room for, obviously space stuff and, all the Star Wars stuff. So yeah, why not
Yeah,
give us a couple, you know, uh, you know, lasers of any kind,
yeah,
whether they come from the next, May the 4th or, whatever,
yeah.
whatever
Just from what
Star
yeah,
Wars event.
yeah. From what I understand, right, it's only like present day weapons. If it's like futuristic or older,
Right.
and they don't care.
Yeah, like pirates can have, if it's archaic, an archaic gun like a pirate's pistol or, a blunderbuss or, something like that.
Yeah,
Um, I had to build this vehicle right here just because I thought it was so funny. Like these are the original like vehicle cab pieces that the game gave us. They're like as tall
yeah.
as your character. Yeah. So I made a golf cart. It's a very fancy golf cart. Yeah, a plasma ball cannon. That's what's up. Uh, since I started making these Halo vehicles, and I played a bunch of Halo today. Now, I was talking about making that Halo video. I just want to get, like 8 of us in a world, and everybody driving and, you know, rolling around trying to blow each other up and fight Star Wars, enemies. Um, I think that'd be pretty fun, just for a video. um, and then edit it all up. But I want to make like the Wraith and stuff now too, because that would be awesome. Uh, and we're not gonna have a plasma ball cannon on it, but we'll have one of the regular cannons. It'll be pretty dope. Wah. But
Like getting really addicted to making new vehicles. I really need to get back into building these on my actual what you want to call it in my world. I
yeah,
keep telling myself I'm going to.
um,
I wanna,
my original survival world, like legitimately, I haven't done anything with since the first Star Wars uh, update. Like since the very first like Star Wars Island came and the all the Star Destroyer came down and all of that stuff.
yeah,
Like and so much has happened since then. Like I can't wait to go back, and it's gone from like literally like it was a medieval castle, kind of like village type thing, and now
yeah,
there's, you know, cars and spaceships and flying boats and, like just all kinds of wild stuff that, you know, was only like a pipe dream back when that world first existed. But
just turn it opposite now. Then they put them on upside down.
yes,
Is that what
they
happens?
do. Yep.
Yeah, they do.
If well, actually, I think we'd have to log out as well.
Oh, and then it
Um,
fixes, right?
yeah, then it goes back. It's the weirdest thing. But yeah, I have been going just absolutely bonkers building vehicles because they're so fun.
They did it right. They
Yeah.
did like they did it good.
And I said in the Discord one day, but it bears repeating. Initially, I was like, man, this is kind of annoying the way they're giving us 4 pieces every day. Why didn't they just give us all the stuff at the same time? But what it's made me do is every single day I play with those 4 pieces. I know every single piece in these sets now, you know, because every day I came in a vehicle that I had already made, I upgraded or updated or, you know, did
Yep.
whatever with. So it made me appreciate all these pieces more than if they had just given it to us. But cram! Take that, cone. I hit that cone so hard I damaged it.
It's like even like with what I'm doing is like, oh, I forgot I put batteries in there. Gotta like move it out of the way.
Oh! My Lambo's coming for you. Nope. Cram! Ah!
I think the only thing I would say is it's still like the physics are good, but like I guess could be better in that sense.
I can't get out of the car. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Rooster!
I gotta
Gifted 30
get to this
jewels. What's up, buddy? I
modify
did
because
figure out what all
maybe
those jewels and things are. But several streams ago, somebody gifted some gems and nobody knew what they were. But I ended up getting like 30 cents from that stream for the gems. So I think Rooster just threw like $1 worth of gems at me.
oh
Thanks,
that's
Rooster.
cool.
Yeah. Help! I'm trapped in my car.
I got a cow on mine now. Look at that.
The car's
Pick 'em
flying.
up.
Rooster, or darn it, Remy, can you come push me out of here? I'm like
Car's
wedged
flying.
in, and it keeps making me go back into my car.
Coming. I'm sorry. I'm like my steering is backwards, so I'm still trying to get used.
Yeah. No, that didn't do
Maybe I
it.
go back. Let's see. Not that way, but maybe backwards.
Car's flying again.
Your
I like the big
thrusters are too low.
tires though. Oh jeez.
Nope. They're just right.
I see. Oh, this is just annoying. I wonder if it's just probably we both have to log out. I can't.
There you go. Take it out for a spin.
Help! Here, fishing rod me or something.
Oh, that's a good idea. Hold on. Wait.
You use dynamite.
No.
No.
I'm trapped. Do it from like dead on forward.
Actually, here, let me try something. Use the hover jet. Now try and fish him.
Get from the front. No, how about instead of putting the hover, just put a balloon on him.
Put that hover brick on the front. Right on my front hood.
There it is.
Yeah.
That was clever. I like that.
Ah. I'm heavy on top now, though. Ugh. 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 has anyone else been having the issue where it just puts you back in the seat after you jump out?
It's been happening a lot. It's been happening a while now, actually.
It's been driving me
Yeah.
batty.
Yeah, I didn't get
A
these
goat
ones either.
trophy? I don't even know what a goat trophy is, but I just got one. Holy cow. Thanks.
Is it the goat?
Thanks, Pazzo
Goat trophy.
Rodriguez. Yeah, I don't know what it was, but I definitely just got one. Heck yeah.
Here you go. Try this.
Where you
The
at?
fat-fendered Ford muscle car.
This one?
Yeah.
Vroom. Did you know your fenders are on backwards?
I
Ah,
wanted them that way.
I'm stuck.
Careful going up that hill. It's going to launch you.
I'll be alright. I'm going on an adventure.
I like to make the engine noises different now too. Depending on
Dun 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 dun. I don't think this thing's coming down, bro.
Don't worry, it don't crash if it lands.
I gotta turn it around. I gotta come back. I'm almost 1,000 meters away. If I hadn't let off the gas, it would have just kept going forever. Ooh. Yeah, Pazzo, we've well, I've been every single day making vehicles since the thing came out, and then each day as new parts are coming out, just updating the vehicles. Tron just threw this bad boy together. But yeah, I've got all kinds. I've got like a, you know, old school like sports coupe, couple different type of rally cars. I've got my Lamborghini. I've been making what I call Fort Hogs, which are the warthogs from Halo, but in LEGO Fortnite. I made a bunch of ghosts because prior to you getting here, I mentioned I wanted to do a LEGO Combat Evolved video. Almost back, guys. Oof. But yeah, this vehicle update has been amazing. Yeah, here's my little old sports coupe. It's got a Soro sub thruster in the back, and then here's my compact rally car, which also has a Soro sub thruster in the back. I've got my Mad Max vehicle, which that has 2 small thrusters in the back because I just like that speed better for it. My monster truck, which also has 2 small thrusters in the back. Here's my Lambo. This has 4 Soro sub thrusters in the back. It's got places to be. And then of course, normally we play D&D, but we're missing a couple players tonight, so we're just taking a night off. But these are some horses that I built for my for our D&D campaign. These are souped up. Normally they're a little cooler than this, but I'm just playing with all the wheels. But these are all those ghosts I was talking about. So this one right here is the most accurate, but it's still not quite right. But they'll get better. The seats for tail fins. These are all of these fins are new pieces. These ones I think came out today. These fins right here. But they do definitely look like seats now that you mention it. That's probably actually exactly what they are. But that horse that I showed you, this was just a joke horse that I built. It's a built-up version of one of those smaller horses. But yeah. This is my dual Soro sub rally car. This is my favorite car out of all the ones that I've built. It has a different back end than normal, which makes it slightly more finicky, but the other end, the other exotic end, for whatever reason, keeps falling down like a couple studs between load in and load out, sometimes when you place it. So rather than dealing with that visually, and if it falls low enough, it does actually start hitting the ground. I've just been using the this exotic, though I do prefer the other one, the blue striped one. When's the last time you played with chain links? That's funny. I was actually just thinking about that, like last night or the night before. Yep, yep. No, that's always been the issue with them. But it's funny that you mention it because, like I was saying, I had just been thinking about that the other day, wondering what, if any, improvements they've made. Um, it cracks me up, like driving this thing around, just because this is essentially the original vehicles they gave us. You know, let me come park this next to, my
Yeah,
Lamborghini. It's so funny. And I actually have builds that use these RV, like, giant truck window things. Do 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 do. Let's see. I'll be dropping some pics on Remy's Discord later tonight. Some vehicles I've made recently, and yes, you're right. This update is great. For an update with no toys in it, like, this is definitely the best vehicle update we've ever gotten. If vehicles had been like this since the beginning, like this, I think this game would have a lot stronger following. I've been having more fun the past few days just like rolling around, like ramming sheep with my monster truck. You know what I mean? Like, than I've had in weeks. Like this whole new team that they have on toys and stuff like that, like are just crushing it right now. And like I said, there's more parts in the files. We might not be getting them all right now, but they're definitely in there. And yeah, it's just blows my mind that we got this much content. Like it's not much when you think about it, but when you're looking at it all laid out, This is a ton of pieces. So, can't wait to see what other little bits we'll end up getting. One thing I did notice about those game files, I think, for example, this cab piece, the like truck, monster truck piece, or whatever, you know, the one with the horn on it and the like thorn, or the horn on it with the whatever over the window, the steel bars. I think that was shown as two separate pieces in the game file thing that I saw. So maybe already we got a piece that I just don't realize is part of something else, or who knows. But two, using suspension 2 and 3 for link parts, they take 2 hits from it. Oh, the new ones here. Where are they at? The bone stack shocks and the other connecting piece. Is that what you're talking about? But yeah, like I was saying, it's yeah, building is the adventure. That's right. But yeah, for anybody who may be watching, who might not know what I'm talking about when I say how easy stuff is now, just using snap mode, if you snap your cabin to the top, everything else now will snap to that. So if I go into here and I pick out my doors and I just snap it to the side and then go to the other, get the other side for the other side and snap to the side, and then decide, you know, what kind of car am I making? Is it going to be long in the front, like, you know, a coupe, or is it going to be longer in the back, you know, like the Lamborghini? You know, are we going to build like a Simpsons style car that's like a, you know, a little of both, you know? And then all these pieces just snap right on. Pow! And then all you're doing from there is just filling in the gaps. We're going to need some wheel wells, naturally. We'll find some wheel wells down here. And those snap right on. We're gonna build a Simpsons style exotic right now. That's what I've decided, in case anyone was wondering. That's right. Like I said, everything just snaps right on. We don't really have a Simpsons back end, so we'll just snap that one on there. We'll go grab some wheels and snap right on. Followed by more snapping right on. And that's it. We built a car. Like, literally all we do from here is like fill it in however we want.
Beautiful.
I have a controller game. My game is constantly telling me I don't have a controller. But it's all lies. I think my mic interferes with the Bluetooth somehow. I'm not entirely positive. Let's make this easy and go sort by machinist makes. Just slap this guy in here. Yeah, they made this update as like user friendly as humanly possible. You know, like for example, I don't think you can even hear if I take off snap mode. I don't think I can place these seats in here without snap mode, which is pretty funny. Let's give this an engine in the back. What kind of engine? We'll just give him one of these guys. And that's it, guys. I made a car. I did the whole thing all by myself. It's not a great car. It don't go very fast. Let me switch these wheels to speedy. And also, what I would do for really any car that I'm building with this, I like to put those thrusters under the engine compartment. But yeah, we did it. We made a car. And I never even placed a single piece. Everything was done with snap mode except for that engine. Vroom, vroom.
They're probably trying to make it much more accessible. Like the
Oh,
car
yeah.
is a good compromise between like you know, free building and like, you know, having like a blueprint,
Right.
which is pretty cool.
Yep. What I would like to see is when they do a guided build or whatever, for them to just have one in there. I think we talked about this last time, um, but that's just called something like tutorial build or something like that, so that as you go through each step, it has a little like pop-up that you have to like hit A to get rid of or whatever that says we're gonna put this piece here for this reason, you know, and is it actually like explains why these pieces go together or why, you know, for example, every vehicle has this 4x4 empty space in it. Well, that's because an engine is going to go there, or etc., etc. But since they never tell you that, you know, it's just you gotta kind of either figure it out yourself, or learn through experimentation or whatever, But, um, there we go. Oh no, we broke it. That engine isn't gonna work. Oh, you know what? If we use the other roof thingy majiggy, this one has a square space in the back. Where's that? Good. Right about there. I like it there. And then take this, stick it right in the back. Now we can even put that back a little farther. Now that we know where that engine goes. Look at that. Our cruddy car got souped up. We're champion car builders now. I don't know what kind of car this is. Looks like it's something from the 70s, that's for sure. But that's it. You wanna have it longer in the front like sports coupe? You wanna have it short and stubby like a compact, like a little hatchback? Most vehicles that have a back row seat, or you know, those seats that lean forward, you have to climb over to get in the back. They'll all have this one space here in between the wheel well. You know, it'll be a little bit longer. Trucks, the cab's going to be pushed forward. It's going to have a shorter nose and a much longer back. Supercars, same type of thing. Where'd I park my Lambo? I've lost my Lamborghini. Oh, that's right. We got it stuck, didn't we? And then it was over here. No. No. Wherever that Lamborghini is, there it is. You know, here in the back we've got 2 spaces, you know. So now we've got 2 four stud compartments, so you can put 2 rows of Soro subs in there. Center of gravity, like for most things you want low, so that, you know, wider and lower will make your vehicle more stable, obviously. That's why on my monster truck, you know, all the weight's up top, it wants to tilt over when it turns, so I put on some thrusters to make sure that it can resist those forces to roll over. Now I can do all these little turns. Crushed. What's also cool about this, you go off a jump and you're going all kinds of wackadoodle, you can steer yourself in the air. Be like, oh, I want to be this way, or I want to tilt more this way. Boom. But yeah. And the new tires, holy cow, the new tires are amazing. I wasn't that impressed the first couple days. I was like, they're just reskins. But as time goes on, especially with the new small tires, they're definitely a whole new machine. That's for sure. Yeah, Remy's in here. Pazzo.
Oh yeah, but yeah, that's how you doing. I said I heard him talking about he's gonna show in my Discord before, and I was like, word.
Yeah.
I'm creeping. I'm lurking.
From my understanding, Pazzo, there's no more prefabs. They just want you to make your own stuff for the most part. Which honestly, I don't blame them. Like I would prefer to build my own stuff personally, because I know I'm gonna, you know, try some different things, and you know, and them building us prefabs doesn't always do us that great a favor. For example, when you build this prefab, the one they gave us, if you blast off one of the tires, you can't put the tire back on without doing like some serious, like advanced placement surgery. But I'm going to show you how to do it right here. But yeah, Remy and Trone and usually Spicy Plays and Monday Olives, we all get together Tuesday nights and we play LEGO Fortnite D&D. We're missing 2 people tonight, so we're just playing with vehicle parts and hanging out. But yeah, you can catch Remy here every week like clockwork, unless he's in Brazil. Alright, so I'm going to abandon this build. Alright, so now if we take off one of these tires and go to put one of those tires back on this thing, which end? This end. You can't actually get it to go there. Isn't that bizarre? Isn't that strange? Shouldn't this thing go right there on that thing with this? But no, it doesn't. But what you can do is transpose the position of that tire using other pieces. For this particular space, we're going to need 4 pieces. Slap those floors in there, and then aim at the lowest floor. And now that'll go up there, and see it's flush up in there. There's no gap up in there. And now it'll stay. But say you're driving around and a brute shoots off your tire. What are you gonna do? You know, hopefully you have stuff to make balloons, and you have, and yada yada yada. I mean, ideally, you wouldn't run into a brute, but yeah. So that's my beef also with them giving us prefabs, is sometimes the prefabs don't work the way the game does. And if I didn't know the stuff I know about building, that never would have got fixed. You know what I mean? And I'm sure a lot of other people are having that same frustration when it comes to this current setup. Yeah, Rooster. That's I my Pegasus works that way. He's got the hover bricks, but then you turn on the balloon, so he'll only go up so high, and you can turn off the hover brick, and he'll go up to balloon height, but then you turn back on, and he drops right back down again. It's interesting how all that physics works. But to answer your question there, Pazzo, which I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. What we do is currently right now, these guys are building their own like village and whole like enclave area. But I've built other points of interest, like here, I'll fly right over this hill over here. Man, after driving around with so many Soros sub thrusters in my trunk, flying seems awfully slow. But for example, this is a little ranger camp. And there's been a couple times, they had to come here, in order to like talk to the rangers to like get information or, help with different things. And just like D&D, you'd come up, you'd have I'd I act as the cavern master. We call it Caverns and Klombos instead of Dungeons and Dragons. I act as cavern master, and I like describe the situation, like what's going on, who they see, and stuff like that, and also build stuff or whatever. And they come in, they just interact with the people, and sometimes there's enemies to fight. We roll dice to determine like say they were trying to persuade somebody, and they're gonna roll their dice, and yada yada yada, and the dice will determine whether or not it worked. It's pretty much just like regular D&D. It's obviously had to be LEGO Fortniteized, but it's essentially the same thing, except now, when I'm telling them about a castle they're visiting, I can also have one that was built, and they can actually see it in front of them. But I've also built dragons and sea serpents, and I built a kraken, all kinds of different like creatures and enemies for them to fight. I've built like huge like labyrinth style like dungeons, essentially, where I took the inside of a cave but made it all structural, so you couldn't tell you were in a cave. It felt like you were inside a like like a temple or whatever, something like that. but there's a loose storyline. You know, they're typical. You know, they're the heroes, like trying to save the day, and depending on what's going on in the game, a lot of times determines like what we end up doing. For example, when the Klombo Island came out, they heard rumors of the the sightings of a first Klombo in 100 years, so they had to go search for the Klombo and fight pirates, and made friends with the Peelies, and different stuff like that. Um, and then other like political intrigue type stuff. They all went to prison for an extended period of time. Um, they fought giants. What else? What else? What else have you guys done?
Oh man, I remember fighting the giants. That was crazy. Oh, we fought a sea monster. We got
Yep.
chased by a giant dragon.
Yep.
Uh, yeah, we've
We
done.
tried to infiltrate a newspaper.
That's
We
the
fought
Daily
we fought
Blunderbuss. That's right.
we fought like a spider demon too, right? On like a giant web.
Yep. The web designer. That's
Yep.
right. Uh, so you're like the DM and send them on missions. I bet the cave build took a bit to build. I see when you're sandbox mode. Yeah. That's pretty much exactly. And here in sandbox mode, I can be like, here's 100 skeletons to fight, or here's why doesn't Remy stream this? I think Remy used to stream it, didn't you, Remy?
I used to. It's just sometimes it's at night, and then it's like, I feel like if people come in, then I'm like, sometimes I try to talk, but then I'm like, having to mute and
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
I'm talking over you while you're talking, and then it's just like not as, I don't know. So it's like that kind of thing, and then sometimes at night I'm just kind of like really tired. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like and it's like streaming is, it's like as much as it's gaming and it's like that. Sometimes it just, you know how it is. It's a little. You still got to put energy into it, when you're
Oh
streaming and
yeah.
pay attention
Yeah,
to
yeah.
chat and stuff like that.
100%. Yeah, and that's part of it too, Paso, is like a lot of nights I don't get to interact with chat nearly as much. Like tonight, like we wouldn't be able to have this conversation normally. Um, it's just because we're not actually playing the game. Um, and I think that affects viewership too. People definitely tune in to like follow the story and hang out with us and see what's going to happen next. But there's not that like regular stream kind of interaction where it's like we're everybody's really like chatting it up. Because we are focusing on I'm trying to keep track of dice rolls and initiatives, and we got like a white erase board that's like full of information usually, and all different things, and trying to
What we do
make
here is work
sure.
into a live play.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, we have a good time though. And this world, this is our second Caverns and Klombos world. It's a much less developed world than our original world. But geez, how long ago was that, guys? Now it's like months ago. I can't even remember what update it was. One of the updates made it so a bunch of us couldn't get into that world anymore, and rather than delete my life's work, I was like, all right, we're just gonna keep our fingers crossed that someday this is gonna get fixed, and we started a new world. And I wanted this campaign to focus a little more on like the game mechanics, because we're still figuring that stuff out. Um, and with the frequency that the game changes, it you know it makes it difficult sometimes to work everything in. Um, Yeah, yeah. No, I'm happy to answer the questions too. Um, but yeah, uh, for example, like when we first started doing this, dodging was like a class skill. You know what I mean? Because there was so like little stuff that you could do in the game. Um, what other like weird stuff do you guys remember? Like weird limitations that were even then ridiculous, but seem especially ridiculous now. Um, magic for
Spells.
one. Yeah, we couldn't hardly do anything for magic. Magic was all based around Star Wars blasters. Um, and now, we've got all the Ninjago stuff that we can incorporate, stuff like that. But then, yeah, we just, little by little, like, keep reworking it. And we've got a base system. Like, in D&D, how, like, the warrior is strong, tougher, has more hit points, and the wizard is weaker, and, yada, yada, yada. To represent that, we have charm progressions for each class. So as you go up in levels, you get new charms. So we use our first two charm slots to represent your like hit points and your like class skills that keep you alive, and then your third charm slot we use that as like your armor slot essentially. Um, but yeah, and then we only have three stats: wit, whimsy, and will, which would be intelligence, wisdom, and a combination of strength and charisma. Um, but aside from that, most of the rules are pretty much the same as they are in D&D. Um, yeah. Our other campaign was a lot more story driven than this one. This one's a very kind of cut and dry. There's a bad guy who wants to destroy the world. Get strong enough to defeat him, kind of thing. But that other campaign, definitely, they're into now like world changing events. They're like affecting global economies and stuff like that. It's um, what were we doing at the end? You guys were raising an undead army, raising a pirate navy, a whole bunch
Yeah,
of
we were
they
gathering all sorts of oddballs to help us.
yeah they were uniting all these different factions, like the skeletons, the pirates, the peelies, the wizards, which is like the rebels, um, and then a bunch of other factions as well of just like mercenaries and stuff, and they were gonna assault the capital in our campaign world, um, which honestly I can't wait for. Um, and I've mentioned before too. It's kind of terrible we got kicked out of that world, but it's going to be so awesome when we go back to it because so much more stuff has been added to the game. For example, like I can't wait to see Tron as a wizard now. Um, we've got all brand new ship parts. We've got all brand new airships and cars and vehicles, and like I've really like honed in the horses and stuff. They're like the way that I want them to be. So when we go back to that world and we're not dealing with all the old issues and old like uh not setbacks. What's the word I'm looking for? The old like
Restrictions.
yeah, the old restrictions and stuff. It's going to be really cool to go back there because again, one of the things they were doing was raising a pirate army, and now we have boats. Not only do we have boats for pirates, but they're raising an undead army, and we've got boats for undead now too. We've got all kinds of stuff. Um, so it'll be cool to go back there. But yeah, pretty much we just like run around, you know, trying to figure out like goofy ways or reasons for why things are the way they are in the game. Like, why is the village square a giant llama? You know, what's the deal with llamas in this world? You know, stuff like that. Like, and in Caverns and Klombos, there's a religion around the llamas. It's the main religion in the world. So that's that's what's going on with the llamas in this universe. You know, in your Caverns and Klombos universe, it might be a completely different story, but in this one, the first llama created the world, and it's all been downhill since there, huh, guys?
I wouldn't say downhill, more of a crooked path through a haunted forest.
Right. I was gonna make my car place out in the desert over where we fought all the warthogs last time, but driving around here with all these like numerous roads that go up and over cliffs and like different things, this is like the best place to make vehicles in the whole game as far as I'm concerned. I feel bad for people who don't have this seed.
You got a crazy seed with a storm biome literally right next to the spawn camp.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
literally 200 meters away.
Yeah. Thankfully, they fixed that whole enemies in your village thing because that would be terrible.
Oh no, they still come to the village. I've had to repair the tavern once.
Right on. Yeah, I got murdered by one of those lobbers at my workbench in expert mode, and I was like, that's it. That is it. Do you use the leveling system for weapons and charms? Like they need to earn higher charms and weapons through missions. It's they will get better weapons and stuff like that through missions for sure, or like through crafting, or you know they can purchase them. But as they like complete, you know, and it in regular D&D, like you would have experience points, you know, which would kind of be like gathering essence in Lego Fortnite, but that's also hard to keep track of. So what I've been doing is just like, yeah, after like a few missions, they gain a couple levels, and you know, um, for for the most part, their charm progression is totally tied to their level. But then like the clerics and mages, at different levels can cast charms like as if they were spells, you know, so they could give somebody a you know, heat resistance charm and, you know, stuff like that, or like cast a spell that makes one of their charms better temporarily. But yeah, it's all tied to their level progression. Um, and yeah, like I was saying, because we haven't come up with a great system for actually like how experience works. We've just been doing it, you know, like we'll complete like an arc of a story, or, you know, like whatever this adventure was, however many sessions that takes us to complete it, you know, and then I just say, all right, well now after we've done all this, you know, we're such and such a level. But I've even got
Milestone
a little,
system.
yeah, it's a milestone system. That's what it's called. Thank you, Tron. But yeah, I've got a whole booklet and everything with 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 words and charts and things. Let's see if I can find you a chart. Oh, there's a chart. Look at that. It's got charts and stuff. But then back over here, I've got this big chart, which is uh, not going to show up on my camera at all, is it? It thinks it's the wall. But yeah, this big chart here, each column is the charm and rune progression for uh, the characters. And that's the thing too. The you gain access to higher level runes as you level up as well. Um, and there's only, well, until the Ninjago stuff showed up, there was only 4 tiers of like power. There was like common, uncommon, rare, epic, and then legendary. So we didn't have any legendary charms initially, except for that one storm totem. So it was like you only had 4 tiers of charms. So it was like levels 1 through 5, 6 through 10, so on and so forth. And then the runes, same thing. It's like levels 1, level 7, level 14, or whatever. You upgrade each of your runes. But like each class has specific runes that are considered class runes. Like the fighter can put damage on all of his weapons. The rogue can put damage on their daggers. The ranger can put damage on their machetes and bows, and so on and so forth. So, like I said, it's ever evolving as well. We've got the base system, I think, pretty well set, and now it's just what do we get in this next little update, or what do we get in this next little, whatever is happening in the game. Um, for example, like in this campaign recently, um, Ninjago had come out, and we were still stuck doing a couple things around here, but then they got in order to defeat the enemy here, they needed to learn these ancient magics, so they got teleported to Ninjago, and their first test to see if they could roll with the Ninjago people, if they were like actually good guys, and if they were gonna be there to help, was to go fight the thing from beneath. And so depending on what's in the game is it a lot of times what we go do. um that people aren't necessarily stuck to a certain weapon, but there's definitely benefits to going with a certain weapon. For example, like when we do turn-based combat and we're like rolling to hit, if you have proficiency with the weapon, then you're getting a bonus when you go to attack, to your roll. If you don't, then you don't get the bonus. You can still attack. You just don't have as good a chance of succeeding. But then there's other like for the hammers and stuff, because they do so much damage, I put a strength requirement on them, which they have in regular D&D too for like great weapons and certain exotic weapons. And same thing with armor too. Like you can wear any armor you want, but if you're not proficient with it, there'll be uh, negatives that go along with it. Or, you might have disadvantage for attacking. You might not be able to cast spells like you normally would, stuff like that. And they also have strength requirements as well. So, but yeah, just pretty much, there's no way to do it 1-to-1, obviously, because there's no way for me to like say how much dexterity you have. If you can't jump from this car to that car, there's no amount of numbers that are gonna change that. You know what I mean? Like if I find one of those big rocks that you can pick up, like there's no button I can push to stop you from doing that either. So everybody's pretty much as strong, as fast, as dexterous as each other. But you know then it all comes down to like your mental abilities, and uh, our third stat, will, covers like charisma and strength. It's like um, your force of will, your force of persuasion, whether that's through you know talking, or through intimidation. It's how bad you want something. So that stands in most cases for anything athletic, or like kind of like social, you know, where you're exerting your will on the other person in the conversation or whatever. But what are all these markers all over the place? What are you guys up to? I'm gonna find my Lamborghini. I'm gonna go see what Trone's doing up on the mountain.
It's funny. Somewhere along the lines, I feel like the people making the parts were like, forgot about the 6 long piece and just went with the 4 long piece. Cause like I'm trying to like fill in some spots, and I'm like, I could have sworn there was like pieces this length, and then I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
finding them, and then I'm finding like. It's kind of fun. Like I guess it's a time thing, but it's like the fact that certain like sets or certain color themed things only have like a 6. Like it'll be like, you know, a 6, 8, and then like 16, or like they'll miss the
Right.
2, or like, you know, it's just like, man, just they should just have a set where they make everything. Like I don't know. But then again, I guess real Legos aren't like that either. If you buy a set, you know, it's not like you get every single piece. You just get the pieces you
Right.
need.
Yeah. Do.
Would really be crazy if there was somewhere that it could link itself to the brick link, and like then you'd have like access to every piece, you know.
That'd be wild. How much of our world have we uncovered? In this world, hardly anything, because it's mainly just been to, you know, like I said, tell this short story. Part of it too is when we came into this world, we didn't know how long we were going to be here. We didn't know if we were going to be doing this for a week or a month, or, you know. And we're like 40 episodes deep now. It's been almost a year. That can't be right. Is that true?
That's accurate.
Hold on a second. Hold on. I gotta look at the description. Yeah, episode 41. If we do 4, say we do 5 at most a month. Uh, wow, that's crazy. It's still 8 to 10 week, or 8 to 10 months. That's wild. I really can't wait to go back to the other world and just go nuts in there. But the other world, Pazzo, that one is quite uncovered. Still not fully uncovered because you know, it's you build points of interest, and then we just spend a ton of time in those points of interest, and it's not like we need to go find new resources or anything like that for the most part, because we're in the sandbox. So Spicy said they might make it for the end of the stream, but I told them not to worry if they couldn't. Here, I'll run over to what has been the main settlement in this campaign world. Okay. Simmer down now, game. Yo. Things are happening right now. About that. I hope the stream caught all that. So this was our original little town that the players saved from bandits and had been the town has been being upgraded as we go along. This was one of those just abandoned like Pleasant Park settlements, and I rebuilt it to the best of my ability, and then added in some different builds just for fun. Uh, got our covered wagon, some war horses. Uh, this is where the players originally lived. This was Remy's house here, and Spicy's. This is a tavern I built. Monday's house and Trone's house, both of which are kind of half knocked down. But it got to a point that the townsfolk decided that they needed to move out of town because it was too dangerous to uh, keep them in town. As they've gotten farther and farther along in the story, worse and worse things keep happening. So they granted them that parcel of land over there around the lake for them to build their own community, their own settlement, and yeah, all the uh, all the lovely people in the township of Town uh, will continue their days, I guess, over here by themselves. But like I was saying, this world is very sparsely and very poorly decorated compared to uh, the original campaign world. Like, man, I haven't been there in so long. I kind of want to go.
I mean, we all have keys, so I mean, we can still, you can go show them.
Yeah.
You're right there.
You got like some of the boats that you've built too, and stuff.
Oh yeah, I could go to the toy box, show off my boat. uh, the Lamborghini is so fast, like the tires don't initially get traction. It kind of like drifts out before it catches traction and takes off. How did we not hit complexity? All right, I gotta show him the other. Right. If we're gonna start talking about complexity, I gotta show you the other world.
Let's do this.
There's some tricks to missing complexity. The biggest trick of all is playing on a better system. I play on a Xbox Series X, so it allows me to get away with a little bit more. But creators like I'll show you the boat first. Creators like Lego Moxie have put out videos about complexity. The limits. What you can do in an amount of space, and yeah, you play on PS5, you should be good to go. It's all about using just the pieces you need. I mean, I know that's kind of cliche, but for example, I used to collab with a guy, and he would use the single wall pieces, to make a whole wall. Which, why use 8 pieces to make when you can use 1 piece? You know what I mean? Stuff like that. But it's also, the number of pieces that you can fit into a certain area. You can have a build that overlaps 2 areas, and like for example, maybe the front half of my ship here is in one complexity chunk and the back half is in the other, and one is at complexity and the back of it isn't. Yeah, if you're familiar with Lego Moxie, then you know what's up. But this is the Long Tom's Revenge. It is a fully functioning village with all of the shore NPCs. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'll give you a little tour. We've got our lifeboats, keeping everybody safe and alive in case of emergency. This is the workshop where everybody works. Lion Brand actually works down here, in the front of the ship. This is their little workstation. Oops, sorry. There you go. Yeah. This is where everybody does their laundry. This is where everybody sleeps. And then we got all this storage and all our cannons up here. Lots of cannons. Lots of storage. This is Fish Stick's workstation right there. We've got the galley. This is where Salty works. That's everything downstairs. Then up top, we've got our helm and the captain's quarters. They've got their own bathroom. Then their own little bed here. Then out the back, we got a little sitting area. And then up top, we got the poop deck. And then the back is all highly decorated. We got our crow's nests and what have ye. Here, let me Yep, that's my pirate ship. Ugh. Ugh. Hey, you want to give me stuff? What do you got? Oh, 150 essence. That's all she gave me. Lame. Alright. But we came here to see K and K stuff, so I'm gonna go show you that. It's all set up to move. Literally the day I was gonna take it off, it's only held up by that staircase right now. But the day that I was going to take it down was when everybody started having the glitch where all their builds were sinking to the bottom of the ocean. And I was like, glad I waited. It hasn't gone yet, but it is all rigged too. It's got hover bricks in the hull. It's got something like 100 thrusters in it. It's pretty obscene. All the balloons are completely hidden, because I'm hoping that I've got it balanced well enough that the balloons that I have in it will keep it upright and the hover bricks will just do their job. I don't plan on bringing it anywhere than on the water, so fingers crossed. But yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. That I've been working on that on and off for like 2 years. I built that originally 2 years ago, and just recently when all the Oni stuff came out, all the Ninjago stuff, because so much of it was sea themed, and we finally got that helm piece. I jumped in to fix it, because that was one of the things that when I first built it, there was no way I was gonna sail it from a driver's seat. Like, I refused. Like, I was like, we are going to have the helm. We're going to we're gonna get it someday, and it just took like 1.5 years longer than I thought to get. That's all. But yeah, I'm a pretty decent ship maker and build maker.
Be so modest. You're a really, really, really good builder.
So, well, I'm just saying, I hope I put the thrusters in the right place. I still get nervous though. You know what I mean? Like, just because I've done something good before doesn't mean I'm gonna do it good again. I mean, you know, I'll figure it out. But. Yeah. Yep. That's I kind of wanted to make a video about that recently too, about how everything old is new again. Like all the stuff that I built once upon a time, like with all these new toys and all these new parts and stuff, I can go back and make something just, you know, that was awesome already, like just that much cooler, you know? There's so many different things that have been added. I mean, just even just like stuff for like detail work, you know? It's pretty impressive. So, um, because yeah, when we first started this, I think all that there was, like, I think the Durburger and Anarchy Acres were pretty much the sets that were out. We didn't have anything beyond that. I think, or no, we got the Klombo stuff, obviously, because we started playing. Yeah, we had that. We had the Lion Knight stuff, and then we had just gotten the Klombo pirate stuff. So, but this is the entrance to the Capitol. This is just a little spot to leave your horses because between the seat glitch and the building lag, as we get deeper into this place, it was just impossible to drive horses through. So this is the bread basket up here. This is the farms that support the Capitol. This is the Heights over here. This is just like a little outside of town slum area. This is where all the delinquents live. It's currently decorated for Christmas because we did a Christmas episode here at one point. But as you work your way down the hill, that's the entrance to the royal crypt there, the royal tomb. And these are the front gates. You got a little custom station here where you get all your stuff checked in as you come in. Here's the city down below. The castle's up there. You know what? I've got one of those light brights on. There we go. This city was built before you could build on angles as well. So the town is on like 11 different angles that you can no longer achieve in game. This is like the merchants district over here. You know, a bunch of little shops and stuff, which leads over to like the fancy rich people houses. But if you go back this way, why? Oh my goodness, it's named something. It's named something bizarre. This is the center of town, the inn and the tavern, and like a little open air marketplace with a bunch of custom tables, custom signage, some custom booths. Then as you work your way down through town, there's a weapon shop, there's a couple temples. This used to be the wizard tower, but it got blown up somehow. There's a Durburger. And then up here there's a church, which not super exciting. But if you follow this road down some, we get to the docks, the Capitalis Praetum docks. Come on, game, think harder. But each of the tops of these docks are connected to the bottoms. And then, you know, they got a thing that goes across. But then, beyond that, all of these buildings are attached to their own, like, underground system of cisterns and tunnels and things that you can get lost in and be chased by skeletons and crazy things like that. But this connects to all the different buildings down on the water's front. Oh, can't go that way. I'm lost. Help. Help. Somebody's backpack. Yep. Yep. Ugh. This is the jail down the bottom of the customs office. This is where they hold you if you've been being bad. Yeah, and then a couple warehouses. But then, if you've really been bad, then you have to go to prison. This is the Rock. This is the capital's maximum security penitentiary.
Let's avoid Tron Cell.
This is where you get your picture taken. And all the cells are connected to the sewer for, you know, special jailbreak action. Down this end, we got the laundry room and some showers. One of the funniest scenes in the whole campaign happened in that shower room. Just thought it was funny that we were having a scene in the shower. Kitchen, temple, infirmary, the library. Let me out of here. But yeah, that's the whole place. Pretty wild, right? 3 floors. Down at this end in the bottom, there's like workshop and stuff. This is the end of the sewer. This is where that leads. Bunch of creepy stuff.
So don't forget the Khan's Tower.
Oh
That
yeah.
show's crazy too.
We're headed there next. This is all the workshop. What's up, Graveyard Boy? Welcome to the chat. We're just doing a K&K tour because we're missing half the crew tonight. So we're talking about K&K. What ironically, my plan for a couple weeks now was when all of us were here, I was going to go over, you know, like the basics and stuff again. And tonight is like a K&K Q&A, which is kind of neat. But here's the map for this world. Never been to Ninjago in this world, shocker. So we got a lot of this map because a lot of stuff goes on in this world. But yeah, so that the capital there is these. I tried to point on my actual screen instead of my, but these 5 villages are the capital. There's actually a 6th village. Oh no, that's right. There's no village square at the prison. But yeah, so the capital covers 5 villages worth of space. And then of course we got a bunch of other stuff too. But I want to show you. I'm really annoyed that they renamed all the bus stations on me. No. There we go. the capital was the beginning of my experiment with complexity. Like I wanted to figure out how complexity worked and what made it break and what didn't. Oh, I never showed you the castle. There's a castle up there. Haskins built it. Um, but after the capital, you know, I kept doing like smaller experiments here and there, trying to figure out stuff that you know eventually Moxie put into a video. Um, but this next thing here was my putting together everything that I had learned about complexity and trying new things to push complexity even further than I had pushed it before. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. Pile them up. uh, oh, I could have showed you the giants. Those were over there, but we'll show you this first. Um, throughout the campaign, the one who actually got them blackmailed to go to end up being sent to prison uh, was this Shere Khan from the Jungle Book, and we're headed to his tower right now. He's Shere Khan specifically from the Tailspin cartoon, you know, where he's like a businessman and he lives in a big tower and you know rules with an iron fist, that kind of guy. Um, so yeah, eventually, as time passed, they caught up to him and decided to assault his tower. And any minute now, you'll see what they showed up to. That's the fun thing about this world is that it's so big. Like it takes a long time to get anywhere. Like even taking a bus, but just loading into the world takes a couple minutes for sure. Um, holy cow, Spicy! Did you guys know Spicy was here? And did you know they had a tornado touchdown 3/4 of a mile from their house?
I did not know that.
That's what they said in chat. Holy cow! He must be okay because he's online.
Yeah. You imagine he's no, I'm still in the tornado, and he's like, somehow I still got Wi-Fi.
Right, right. He's just on his phone, swirling around in a circle. Uh, yeah, yeah. Darkwing Duck. All of those cartoons are great. Um, oh yeah. Especially Graveyard Boy. Right when you first get back to an area, as it's all drying in, like that gets wild. Um, all right. I think I crashed the bus. It's not making the bus noises anymore. Womp, womp, womp. Oh, it's making bird noises, though. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I'm just going to leave this here and see what happens. Because the other option is, I guess, exit the game. Oh, it's making bus station noises. No, I don't think I ever left on the bus. Yeah, my character's still up at the prison. Maybe leaving from Capitellus Praetum to go directly to the tower was a bad idea. Maybe I should have teleported somewhere else first. Hey, my character moved. Heck yeah! All right. Um, so most of our time actually, Pazzo has been spent over in the Lost Isles. Because once they got framed and escaped from prison, they decided maybe the mainland wasn't the place to be. So the caves that are marked with numbers and the one that's marked with a flag. These ones right all in here. Boop, 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 boop. Those ones are the ones that are the vaults. I called them the Pele Falafia vaults. I wonder if this is gonna let me out of the bus ever. But those are the ones that I turned into dungeons. And most of them were the like sealed caves, you know, where you have to go and put like rift crystals into it, and you know it gets rid of the giant boulder that's blocking the way. I had used clipping to get past the boulders and went in and built behind them, so they would show up to this place, do the rift, you know, crystal, whatever, you know, do the whole like little cinematic type thing that it does, and then my build would be behind it. It was pretty cool. I did that with a bunch of Star Wars caves too, but we still have yet to make Star Wars Island, so no one's ever seen it, and no one has ever known about it until right now. Except for Syria. I'm pretty sure I showed Syria. Hopefully they didn't reset Star Wars caves at any point, because that would be super upsetting.
I think they did.
No, me either, but part of me feels like I remember them talking about it at some point. Oh. Game noise stopped. I don't think they're going to let me out of the bus, guys. I think I've overbuilt my world.
Game Boy Pablo would be proud of me for what I just built.
Right, I hear birds again. Oh no, my icon's back over there now. I can't even log out. I'm gonna have to... I don't want to do this, but I'm doing it. I know that you definitely used to be able to, because Mad Puck and I broke a couple worlds that yeah, like the day night cycle was just broken. Like it wouldn't go from day to night. It would just be night and then day. Night and then, like it was just like flipping a light switch. You know, and of course a bunch of our builds broke. Stuff like that. I mean, you know, beyond the just like separated pieces like pom-pomed, they looked like they were imploded. And got to points with a couple of them where we couldn't even get back into the world. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure you can definitely break worlds. I don't think this bus is gonna work, guys. Just as I said it wasn't gonna work, it worked. Yeah, we broke that world. We just built way too much stuff back before the game could handle as much stuff as we. So I made it here, but the chunk where the tower should be is missing.
Oh my god. You really, I think you broke. Holy smokes.
Okay, it's thinking about it. It's thinking about it. Oh, it's thinking about it. Oh boy, it's thinking about it.
There it is.
Come on,
That's
baby.
funny.
Boink 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 boink. Boink 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 boink. I'm gonna stop making that noise because it'll drive all of us insane long before this ends. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. La 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 la. Do 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 do. Um, I'll tell you how I got away with this build. It leaves the chunk of complexity that it's in and hits high complexity again twice. It is so tall that two different parts of it are in complexity and three other parts of it are not. It is in fact so tall that it has a village square in the base of it, all the way at the base of it, and a second village square halfway up.
That's crazy.
Ugh, struggle bus. Ugh. Okay, we made it. All right. I'm going to take the bus station right back to here. Now that it's loaded. The world once the bits load in is fine. Like we don't have any like major lag, anything like that. Um, but it's just I haven't been here in a bit, so none of this was like preloaded. But as I mentioned, the building itself is owned by Shere Khan. So the top of it is stylized like a giant tiger paw clawing at the bus as it goes over. And yeah, I'm at world height right here. Due to a slight miscalculation, it's not as tall as I wanted it to be.
It's still fantastic.
Yeah, but it's 3 meters short of world height. It was supposed to touch world height, and it doesn't. But it is 257 meters tall, so. But it's also built on top of a cave. So realistically, if I go down in that cave and go to its lowest point and put a marker and then go up top, it's like 700 meters tall. So that's pretty cool. Take that, Reddit. But it's not just a big box. It's a very nice building. Tabby works here. She's around here somewhere. We've got a very nice lounge, complete with piano. Tabby's on her break, apparently. This is an Arbucks. It's a pirate coffee shop.
Yeah.
Here we have a whole bunch of cubicles. And of course the manager's office to keep an eye on all of them. Make sure they're all working. They got their bathroom in the corner and everything. Yeah. I forgot. This room's next. No. No. No.
It just keeps going.
No. Nah. Mm. Nah. Mm. Nah. Oh. That's the way out, but there is another hallway this way. This one's got ducks in it. Whack. Dude, Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We got some work to do now. And then there's the MC Escher room. Get out of here. Ugh. And then you walk right out of that painting into this art gallery. Alright, let's get out of here. And then alright. So here's where things start getting wackadoodle. I just all these spaces, I had like skeletons and different enemies on the floors above, and they had to like navigate their way through. Oh no, the mimic! My mimic! My mimic fell through a hole in the floor, apparently. His head's missing. No! That hole worked too well.
Well, I did send him to a different dimension through a portal.
That's true. So this was my mimic. You're just gonna have to watch that episode to see. Let's see. Getting up. Oh, right. The broken stairwell. And then up here, this is the mimic. This was at the top of him. And he had a hinge. And by using balloons, it'd go rah, 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 rah. And they had to, I broke this floor apparently. I wonder if I can fix that. Too many builds. Alright, we'll fix that later. Alright. And then eventually, after you get back out of there, let's see, is it time yet? Nope, not time yet. We'll go up here. Yep, and see, look, I can build again. Because I have traveled so far through time and space that I left the complexity block that was in there. So then we go up, and then past all the undead skeleton workers, we have the refugee camp. This is where a bunch of people from the building had to end up living as refugees when the skeleton undead army construction workers invaded. Then we got some labs up here. Whole bunch of labs. What else we got up here? Oh yeah, more labs. These were all cages that held enemies. And they came out. These were also cages that held enemies, and they all came out. More helter-skelter floors. Let's see. Skip all of this. Skip all of that. Oop, nope. We're at the end. And then we get up to the gym. We got some exercise balls here. Get out of my way. And then he leaves the gym into Khan's penthouse with all his accoutrements. His little hangout area. He likes to paint. Makes drinks over here. Man, it took a long time to get here. And this is Khan's office. Look at his little tiger footprint walking through the jungle. But Khan wasn't here. He was behind this secret door and up on the roof. And they had to come up here and fight him. Ow. It was a crazy time. All right, what's next? That was the tower.
Corsair's Cove.
Oh, Cutlass Cove?
Yeah, Cutlass Cove.
That's not the right bus stop.
Or the arena.
Oh yeah, and I've got all the animals over at the nature preserve too. So yeah, thank you, Hazo. Like I was saying, it was an experiment in complexity. I wanted to know because we figured out at one point that they're squares on the ground, but it turns out they're actually cubes. And not only are they next to each other, but they're stacked on top of each other too. And so, just because you're at complexity doesn't mean you can't build above something and get out of it. But yeah, I wanted to. I mean, it definitely wanted it to be like kind of a generic, office building in some ways, but the idea behind it was like Khan had kind of like come there and kind of sold the people in the island like the idea that he was going to build this like amazing place. There was going to be art and music and science and all these like great things that it was going to bring to the area, but in building it he like strip mined the resources from the region, and yeah, there was all these bad things that came along with it. So I wanted to kind of touch on like that idea of his like menagerie, or like he was just building this to be like the everything, I guess, for lack of a better term. This is Cutlass Cove. This has been a scene of many battles. When they first came here, they blew up the whole city. It's been being renovated. Up here, this is the pirate newspaper that they were trying to get into. And that X right there is their complaints department. You come here and you talk into this microphone. And they used to hit that X. I don't know what happened. They changed something. But let's see if the automation still works in this town. Fun thing about this town, it's all connected. So nope, nothing works. All right. All those different all of these guys were on swivels, which are now broken, I'm sure. But they have connections running through town, like so this building is connected to the next building, which is connected to the next building, which is connected to the next building. So it's all one giant build. And all these cannons were on different channels, so I could spin them around and shoot them while the players were like driving past in their ship trying to blow up town. Big giant red X because it's a pirate town. Go see if the dragon's still around. It's probably over here. I came in when we got all the new thrusters and stuff, and I was like, I got the dragon down flying amazing. It was flying so well, and then as soon as I undid its legs and tried to get it to walk again, it just like spazzed out, and I was like, all right, we're locking this down. We'll come back, in a month after they've hot fixed, after they've fixed all their mechanics. feel like he's got to be this way. What is this? Why is there a bunch of pillars right there? That's bizarre. What is all this stuff? Who built these things? Oh, I went to the wrong thing. Eh. Where? I'm so confused. Where the heck am I? I don't know what any of that stuff is. Oh, he's over here. Yeah, the swivels, man, the swivels like are so cool and would be so cool if they worked. But they unfortunately don't. And they've been broken for so long I feel like I can't trust them at this point. I've had success locking, like relocking the swivels. You know, I've got like a bunch of like the that covered wagon that's hinged in the middle. I built some chariots at one point. But yeah, they make me a little too nervous to trust completely. Yeah. It's been so long since I've been in this world that I forget where all the everythings are. There it is. So this was built way before they added dragons to the game. And it walks and stuff. It's actually pretty cool. But like I said, ever since I oh, that's interesting. How do I shoot this cannon? I apparently gave him a cannon jaw at some point. But yeah, like I was saying, when I break out the legs again, it starts like the balloons don't work right anymore. Like instead of going flying level, it suddenly just goes whoop, like straight up in the air. It's the strangest thing. I wonder if there's just no cannonballs in that. And that's why I can't figure out what button to press. I miss this thing working well. Excuse me, sir. I'd like to put some cannonballs in you, please. Eh. It has cannonballs. How bizarre. That cannonball was set to reverse. Or that cannon was set to reverse. Get some. Alright, anyways, I built a dragon. I wish it still worked, but it doesn't. Oop. Sea serpent is this away. I should have taken a bus for this. What time? Holy cow, it's 10:18. How are you guys doing on your bastions over there?
Coming along. I got the basic building done. I haven't done much with the interior.
Yeah. Were those the Ryamura pieces you were using?
Yeah, I figured I kind of go with the idea that since he went to Ninjago and he experienced the island, that he kind of saw some of the architecture. That's how we got inspired.
Right on. Yeah, I dig that. Always a fan of the role play, for sure.
Yeah. I was originally going to go with like a beaten down type of, like shacky type of thing. But then I don't know. I was like, I feel like I'm always, I haven't used these pieces yet. So I kind of wanted to do that. And it's very much like a vaporwave aesthetic. And I'm just a sucker for vaporwave. I love those blues and purples and violets and just like.
Right on. This is Prime Minister Buttercake. Syria built this for me. I've been upgrading it as time goes on. But originally Syria built this for me. This is my unicorn. Yeah, I'm gonna need to upgrade the controls on this for sure. But I gave it the pink dragon thruster on its butt. So funny. But that's my sea serpent down there. Oh, stuck on the rock. Don't be stuck on a rock, you goob. He's got special attack action. I'm hiding. You. His controls need fixed too, darn it. See if I can remember how to drive him. There we go. So yeah, I make crazy stuff, and then I have these guys run into that stuff, and we fight. That's pretty much Kaverns and Klombos. So yeah, dude, the Prime Minister Buttercakes. I can bring you show you the original. The original is hilariously awesome. We'll go there straight away. You know, I'm
Peely.
gonna. What's that?
Trojan Peely.
Oh yeah, and the Grand Banana.
The Grand Banana.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna leave this here at town. Got to do ceremonial backflip. Nah, we'll do backflip later. That pirate ship down at the village. This is their village here in this campaign world. This is their bastion and stuff. And actually more of it in a nearby cave. But that ship there, that's the Conquistador, owned by a pirate they met, named what was his first name?
Captain Queso.
Salvador Conqueso.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gave them the ship, so that's how they get around from place to place in the world. But here we're coming up on the Pele Ban Anya Nature Preserve. We'll go in the front gates. This is blowing my mind how slow I fly since I've been driving those cars. Like, I feel like this tour would have gone a lot faster with a Lamborghini. And here we are at the entrance to the Pele Ban Anya Nature Preserve. And to enter, you have to walk under a banana doing a split. Nah. Here we are in the nature preserve. With all kinds of peelies who live here. Many much peelies live here. But this also spans two villages. This is Mama Klombo's swamp down here. We got a little bridge to go across. Yeah. Hello, Mama Klombo. But this is the like nature preserve that the Pele's have established in these end times. And a bunch of animals have started living here. We got a giant cat. He's fun. We got some reindeer. This is one of Santa's reindeer, actually. He made it all the way here from another world. But this is the original Prime Minister Buttercake. Syria will tell you she's not the best at making vehicles. I love this thing to death. It is the best thing I've ever seen. These clouds used to be attached to it, but now they float behind it, and they get farther and farther away as time goes on. But oh, there's the Onceler's house. Then we've got the Onceler's tree house. This is my DM NPC. This is their like Gandalf person in this world. He knows all the stuff. He's got sucked into this world like they did. This is where Prime Minister normally lives, right here on this landing pad. Oh, I'm gonna have to fly it with the old controls. All right, that's too much. Can't do that. Over here we have a guardian banana. He guards the Peely village. His little fingers wrap around his torch and around his plantain bouquet over here. But that's not the Grand Banana. The Grand Banana is on a whole other island. And I think the Grand Banana might be the last stop on this tour because it's getting to be 10:30 now. Yeah, it's crazy how some of the pieces, like the Lion Brands banners, those all eventually float away too. One of the tool things that goes on the wall. This was the Trojan banana. This is how they snuck into the Peely enclave originally. It has seats and stuff inside, but it's been through a lot. Speaking of, this is his mouth. It's just floating over here in space. Speaking of weird things. He's such a goofball. Right, the Grand Banana. We're going to the Grand Banana. That's where. You haven't seen anything yet, Graveyard Boy. But yeah, originally it laid down, and it had wheels, and they showed up in this, to the Peely Islands in their ship, parked their ship, got inside the Trojan Banana, parked it at those front gates, and waited. And eventually the Peelys brought the banana through the gates. And then once they were inside, they went and found somebody to talk to. Let's see, this way.
Once glider's pretty cool too.
Oh yeah, the when he broke you out of the prison the second time.
Yeah.
His Da Vinci glider. Largely by myself, for the most part. Other people have come in and built, but like Haskins built the castle in the capital. Creative Builder has built in my world. The Modernist, a bunch of people have built like little things here and there, but these bananas, and a lot of the animals that you just saw, was from when Syria and I were collabing together. It would be a lot easier to call you Grave or Gravy. But yeah, this is the Grand Banana. He's the oldest banana on the island. That's why he's all brown. And he's been here since the beginning of time, or at least the reckoning of time on the island. But yeah, I thought you guys enjoy this one. And yeah, like there's a ton of other stuff throughout the world. Like I was saying, there's giants. There's I mean, God, stuff that the players haven't even seen yet in the worlds. When did we start this? July 1st, 2024. So, it's been going for over 2 years at this point, and yeah, like I was saying, there's bits that have never been seen. Bunch of stuff that I have plans for that I still haven't gotten to. You know, all kinds of things. But once again, with all these new updates, all the airships, all the Ninjago stuff they added with new enemies and new, you know, parts and new builds and all that stuff. Like, I'll be excited to get back to this world someday. Let's see. We did Pirate Cove. We did that. We did that. that's all blown up out in the middle of the ocean, so we can't go there. Yeah, that's probably enough for now anyways. We've got some stuff out in the desert where we fought giants, and we've got like all the original places, like the tutorial town and different stuff. Like this whole area right here, actually, um, this camp right here under my marker, that's their like original farm. And they traveled down this road to this nearby town. They traveled along here, and there's different, points of interest. And it goes all the way back around, and it's like forever around. And this is where that barn was, where we first started the capital tour. And then, of course, the road goes down and around, and the docks are down here. But because of the way this is set up right there, I can't reach it. But because of the way that is right there, um, you never have any reason to look down over that cliff towards the city. So it just seems like you've traveled like weeks to get away, and it's actually only from where they started to the center of town in the capital. It's only like 200 meters. Um, but that's one of the things I wanted to do with this, was make it seem like traveling was real. You were actually going somewhere. It actually took time, and there was things to do on the way. Um, when we first started, a lot of what we were doing pretty much revolved around walking down the road. What's the next thing we're going to run into on this road? So, um, but yeah, I'm going to get out of this world. Going back to the lobby. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Um, but yeah, that's bits and pieces of the old world. Um, hopefully we'll be back there sooner than later. I did want to wrap up this stuff with the Forsaken here in this world, because I thought that was fun. But it's funny, I keep like kind of kicking myself, because I'm like, oh, I wanted to do XYZ this week, but then like the next week somebody's missing, or tonight two people are missing, and so like I feel like I should have been doing more, but it didn't matter that I didn't do more at the same time. So oh, thank you, Paz, I appreciate that. um yeah, and if you're on my channel, go to my playlist, go to my collabs and cameos. I've collabed with a bunch of good people. Um, Haskins, Kaboom, Rooster, Mad Puck, Kaz, Creative Builder, Jax Beck, Syria. I said Creative Builder already. I've collabed with a ton of people, and I do some decently wild stuff sometimes. So check that playlist. I think you'll get a kick out of some of the stuff in there. But the Kaverns Klombos stuff, it depends on the episode. But if you wanna check out a really fun episode, there's one I think called Siren Song, where we dealt with sirens. It was a good episode. And like I said, it's been a progression as time goes on. Our rules get a little tighter, and the game gets a little more D&D all the time. We were joking around at one point how the devs are watching Caverns and Klombos, and we'd say something, and then like a week later something would happen in the game that was the exact thing we were talking about, or something like that. And come to find out, somebody is watching my channel, because I got gifted some Lego sets and whatnot, and up until then I was pretty sure I was like invisible. Regardless of the fact that I like collabed with all these people, I was like, what are you gonna do? But Yep. I got a plan for the future that's gonna get me more involved again. But in the meantime, we've got Caverns and Klombos every Tuesday night from 8 to 10 p.m. only at the Long Tom Lounge. And sometimes with Remy Lexington.
Yes.
Back when you did stream, I didn't always go back and watch them, but there's definitely points where I was like, I want to see what that looked like from the other side of, from your perspective. Like, I think when we did the Kraken attack, uh, your view of that was like pretty good because I was obviously driving the tentacles, so I couldn't see what was going
Yeah.
on. But I think we made a clip of that actually. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, because the ones I did, they should be on YouTube because I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
I was streaming on YouTube at that point, so the VODs are there.
yeah. I'm pretty sure. Your house is coming right along.
Yeah, it's I kept it kind of simple in terms of just the shape. There's nothing really going on the inside. I did
Yeah,
make
yeah.
the second level all lighty and like moody. I don't know.
Like a little
Uh,
disco party up here.
yeah, we're gonna see when it comes to the the things I chose, like how I'm gonna do it. And then this is like the roof. I can't even get over here because I had to like kind of squeeze it in because the trees are blocking.
Yeah, yeah.
Like over there and over here, it's like just
You
made it.
could cut this tree down.
No, I don't like cutting down the trees.
I am 90% positive it'll grow back.
I'm not gonna take that risk.
I know.
Not gonna take that risk with these ones.
Yeah.
The whole
The
reason why I picked
worst.
over here was because it was wooded and like trees and like everything.
Yeah, yeah. But you've seen my how to regrow large trees video.
Yeah.
I know. Wouldn't it be terrible? I come to find out that like all of these trees, the big ones should regrow because they're close to the water. But that big tree out on the island, I found out the hard way does not regrow. It in fact
Yeah.
does not count as a near the water tree. Just super frustrating. So I really wanted to incorporate it into a build on another island, but instead I ruined the island. Yay!
Oh wait.
So
I think you
were
went.
those going to
Oh,
be
you
like your
went out first, I guess.
oh
You're back.
were
You're
those
back.
going to be your like bastion rooms, or are you just building a like living facility?
This is probably gonna be maybe kind of a both because I didn't want to go too big. Like I don't want to like break any rules. I don't know if I can go bigger or smaller or what. What is this? Did I just get stuck? Oh, that was weird. So yeah, so it kind of kept it very versatile. If this wants to be living quarters, or I can divide this up. I just left it open so I can like just add the things I need to add, kind of
Yeah, yeah.
thing. You know, I know one of the things I'm gonna have is like a farm, right? So I can kind of just grow that off of this or something. I actually forgot what I picked.
Working on the start of the village up here.
Yeah, I saw that. It looks good. It looks good from down here.
See it from down
Yeah,
there. Looked at it down there.
we can revisit all the Bastion stuff next stream.
Yeah, and like I said, it's kind of modular.
It is
Like I can
kinda
just
cool.
add a thing
Yeah.
off the side. I feel like the little thing on top just kind of just gives it a little bit of more of a unique shape.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, like I could build off of it or knock a wall down. It's pretty easy to kind of just mold a
Oh,
bit.
for sure.
But
And
at least I got it in this spot where like the trees are like yeah.
yeah, no, that's a good spot. And like I was saying, anything that you can build that you want to build, it doesn't have to all be in one building. You can have like several outbuildings if you want. You can have
Oh, okay, cool.
you can make one giant, you know, castle building if you want, you know what I mean? Like, and put it
Yeah.
all in the single building, or, you know. Like I was saying, I had kind of envisioned you guys, like, kind of taking over the whole area around the lake, you know, as, like,
Okay.
you know, this becoming your guys' town, essentially. You know, and sometime when we're all here, we'll figure out where to put, you know, the actual like village square or whatever for the town, so you guys can start getting followers and stuff to take out adventuring with you and stuff like that. And some place for Sky to live. Is Sky still with you?
She is. Where is she?
Heck yeah.
She was here. I thought she
Yes.
was.
I was gonna say I don't remember seeing
I
her.
don't see her.
She'll turn up.
I did. Yeah.
She's probably
I,
swimming. She's at the bottom of the lake somewhere.
what's she
She
just doing
might.
out here?
They spawn randomly and float around. There was a bunch of them over here by this island. Um, and they've been just floating around the lake. Like, I think they were supposed to spawn on the island. Yeah, here's one on the island that's just like laying on its side. It's not,
Strange.
yeah, the spawn broke. Um, but yeah, we can, like I was saying, we can go over that stuff again next week. As far as the sizes go, like your like living facilities, you know, anything that doesn't do something in game, that doesn't have a like game function, I don't care. You can, if you want to make a mansion with 30 bedrooms, knock yourself out. Bedrooms don't do anything, you know, like
Yeah.
but when it comes to like, you know, your armory or your, you know, whatever the facilities that you actually picked, those I would like to have be certain sizes. But again, even that, it's not, you know, I don't in the end really care if you're, you know, whatever your exercise room or whatever random thing is 25 by 25 instead of 20 by 20. I'm not going to be like, oh, tear it down, you know, like, it's not that big a deal.
Okay.
If we were doing stuff like, if we were being real nitpicky about gold and stuff like that, I maybe, but since we're not, you know, uh, it doesn't really matter to me.
All right.
So,
Okay.
but yeah, I wouldn't worry about that too much.
All right. Yeah, we can
Um,
go over next time, and then I can kind of
yeah,
decide what I could put in here, and then I actually can envision something right next to it right here, like a little path might be really cool. Just
right.
building in between the trees and stuff be really
Build yourself like an
yeah.
archery range somewhere or something.
Yeah.
A little yard for your wolf.
Yeah. No, he's not bound by some fences.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
roams free.
Right. Well, maybe just like a dog house. You know what I mean?
That's
Just
true. He can have a house. That's a good idea, actually. You're right.
yeah, yeah.
Wolfie needs a house. He needs a little den.
Right. Yeah, and obviously feel free too to like come in throughout the week and you know, work on it. You know, do whatever you want. Because again, it's um this the outbuildings and stuff that you want. You know, anything you want to build like that, like doesn't matter at all. You know what I mean? Like it's not going to be. It's not. It's not going to matter. I'm trying to just explain over and over again how it doesn't matter. Build whatever you want. It's going to be fine.
Cool.
And then some of the facilities will have game functions. That's it. You know, like if you build a
Yeah.
barracks, I don't care how big it is. You know, it's still going to work the way it works in the game rules or whatever. You know, so. But anywho. Oh yeah, this is from the was this one of the paid ones? Trone? Do you remember
No, it's
from the
Oni.
Battle Pass?
Oni Tower.
No, this ship.
Yeah, it's one of the airships.
Yeah,
That's the
correct.
Dreadnought dirigible.
Yes, all those things I know. Do you know if it was on the free part of the pass or the paid part
No,
of the
the
pass?
only free one was the llama.
Okay. So yeah, this is the dirigible from that battle pass, that Lego pass rather. It's so big I can't even put it down. But yeah, it's pretty sweet. I think this is what all the undead pirates are going to be driving when they join your guys' navy in the other world. I might take off its wings, but it'll essentially be all these bone ships. I think it'd be pretty cool. But yeah. You guys wanna do outros of any variety?
Yeah, we can.
I don't know if you have anything you want to plug for your channels, anything you got coming up. But yeah, Pazzo, that's a prefab. Do 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 do. But yeah. How do you guys want to do outros?
Trone, you can go first.
All right. Thanks for tuning in for more of a chill and exploratory into the world of Kaverns and Klombos type stream. Use code LongTom in the shop. I'm working on some Star Wars server stuff, some pirate server stuff. I just updated the capital port of the mainland on the pirate server I run. And yeah, that's pretty much what I'm working on so far. I'm gonna work on some more crazy boat builds too. Start getting custom boat builds for that world. And that's all I'm working on right now.
Right on. I just
Came
wrecked
around to
the heck out of my Pegasus. Smoked him hard. I hit the exact wrong button and sent him into a nosedive. Broke both his wings off. It'll be all right though. I'll fix it some other time.
bro.
He's fine. He's fine. He'll be fine. But yeah, you. I know you were saying in the Discord you had set up the ports and stuff already, right?
So the Klombo Islands port is set up. Ninjago is just a monastery for their port, and on the mainland it's called Shantytown.
Right on.
It came out pretty good.
Are you guys doing like a weekly game in that, or how are you rolling that?
Right now, Scripter just joined recently. I got a couple other players who play it too, but I have a live event planned for it for Thursday. If anybody wants to jump in and check it out, it's basically going to be the players have the option to raid a merchant ship sailing from Ninjago Island to Klombo Island with some treasure on it and stuff. They can either sink the ship or take the treasure. Should be fun.
Right on. Cool. Be interesting to see how that turns out. And you're gonna be streaming that, you said, Thursday?
Yeah, I'll do that. Try and do that Thursday morning.
Right on. Well, everybody be sure to check out Shadowrunning Studios for all your Trone-related content. What time Thursday, Pazzo wants to know?
Maybe around 9 a.m. Eastern.
All right, 9 a.m. Eastern. But yeah, any other exciting builds you got going on, or you just been focusing on that?
Focusing on that and exploring the intro area of that crazy world seed I discovered.
Oh yeah, you're saying that's the one with the storm right over start,
Yeah, literally
essentially?
the storm biome is 100 meters away from storm survivor camp, and then 200 meters behind that is a storm mountain.
That's crazy.
It looks crazy.
I bet. I
Very
bet.
ominous looking down a rebel camp.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, cool. I'll look forward to seeing some content from there in the future for sure. Thank you as always for coming out. I know we didn't get a ton of stuff done tonight, but
You're talking
it
about
was
it. Built the basis of a whole village for us.
right. Heck yeah. It was definitely fun reminiscing about the olden days as well. So, but yeah, like I said, everybody be sure to check out Shadowrun Studios on YouTube. And make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, man, we will catch you next week.
Absolutely.
But that's gonna bring us to Remy. What's good, Remy?
Hey, well, just been streaming a lot of Minecraft still. That's been kind of the thing I've been on right now. Been streaming most days, usually Tuesdays through Friday. That's 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern time. But the summer's been a little, it's a little bit more. I sometimes stream a little bit longer. I start a little bit later, but that's basically the gist of that. And I'm on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube. And I'm working on a video right now. It's gonna be a short. I'm actually working on a few videos. One is just gonna be me making an auto farm in Minecraft. But there's the clip I'm working on, which is I'm kind of excited for, is I was making a trading hall, getting all the villagers together, and I just completed it, and then a creeper blows up half of it, and you get to see me rage, like really rage. So I'm looking
Heck
forward to
yeah.
posting that. Yeah, it was. I couldn't believe. I couldn't believe it. It was like, I felt like someone like planned that. It was like, oh, I like the one guy. I go, oh, and the thing was, it was that to get to where I was at, you had to like go up a bunch of stairs, climb over the build, and then drop down, and that's what the creeper did.
Right.
And I
Right.
was
This
looking at the thing, and I was
it's
looking at my phone,
premeditated.
dude, and I was looking at my phone like, oh wait, let me check something out, and obviously I'm like, no, and boom, it blows up, and all the villagers start walking out, and I'm like, just, dude, I was so mad. I was so mad. So that should
I
be a good
bet.
clip.
I I know the feeling somewhat from all the times building out in the desert back when the game Lego Fortnite first came out, and you'd just be like
Um,
doing something, and then you'd hear from all the because there's dynamite skeletons in the desert all
oh
night long.
yeah, oh my
Oh
gosh.
my god, my one of my first survival bases, I had built two perimeter walls around it so that there was no way that you could see like and they had like offset doors so there was no way that you could see into my base from outside ever, like the villagers and the enemies couldn't ever make eye contact. It was it was ridiculous, but it had to be done.
Yeah,
But
it's crazy what the game can throw at us sometimes. It feels like it's
right,
trolling us.
yeah, uh, yeah, that almost ended Caverns and Klombos for a minute there when they decided that they were going to spawn every super destructive enemy they could on the roads. I was like, oh, I guess we can't turn on enemies in Caverns and Klombos anymore.
Yeah, seriously.
Just have a Titan walk through the capital, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh my
no.
god.
Yep, Dago shows up in the town square and just like wiped,
Yeah.
wiped. But luckily for us, I think those days of getting just absolutely abused by by the devs are behind us.
Hope so.
Yeah, because everybody wants to build on a road. That's you know what I mean. Like that's the whole
Yeah.
like, oh, I've got a road that goes through my town. Of course, like, and then they're like, where we should put the deadliest enemies.
On the road.
And they shouldn't even have a spawn point. They should just randomly appear on any road, anywhere, in any
Yeah.
biome.
Hey.
Who built this monster truck Challenger? Oh, This must be yours, Remy. It's the backwards wheels one.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Hopefully it'll get fixed once whatchamacallit.
I like.
we
What
lock
did you?
out.
Oh, you use the. That's smart using those. I like that. The. I forget what it's called, but it's like the bike part or whatever for the
Oh,
wheels there.
which one? Oh yeah, that
The
that piece
Aerotech,
underneath.
the Aerotech
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, that's wicked smart. I like the way it looks
Yeah.
too.
This one's a little crooked on this side though. I didn't realize it. I did upside down. Kind of bothers me.
Yeah,
But
yeah. This is a sweet ride though.
pretty
It's a
good, right?
good mix of parts. Yeah, and I think those being at the bottom, equalizes the weight a little bit too. So it's
Yeah.
not all super top heavy.
Yeah, it's still roll flips, but not as bad as it.
That guy's gonna hit
Yeah.
the sack.
All
Jeremy,
right,
have a
brother.
good night.
It's like a radio controlled car though. I like it.
I was tempted. I'm tempted to take like the little thrusters and put them upside down, like maybe like somewhere close to the engine or something. That like when I'm turning, they go on to kind of keep the thing stuck to the
Oh,
ground more.
yeah. That's where's my monster truck?
You
Check
did
this
it with that one,
these
yeah.
bad boys out.
Yeah, there you go.
Here, take her for a spin. Oh,
Oh yeah, yeah.
you can do like 0 point turns with it.
Oh wow. There you go.
It's
Yeah,
fun,
the
right?
vehicles in this is so much better. What they did
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. I mean, look at dude. Like, you could give these cars brand names. You know what I mean? There's no like,
Yeah,
it's not made out of blocks. You know?
yeah.
Yeah. Pazzo likes your uh Corvette monster truck. They called it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the Lambo, the monster truck, the Charger. This is the one I just built for this stream. It looks kind of goofy. Then we got our Sport Coupe. We got our Warthog. We got our rally cars over here. All kinds of stuff going on. Never seen a horse go like this. Have you been on the new mini horses since
I've been
the
on
new small
one of
tires
the
have come out?
iterations. I don't think I was on the super small ones.
They're ridiculous now. They're like doing tricks and stuff. Wee.
Oh, with the new wheels. No, I haven't been on this yet.
Yeah. And it's set on, they aren't even on speedy, they're just on stable. But they have like so much traction. But here, hold up. Check this out. Oop, wrong button.
Oh yeah.
Alright, there you go. You're all set.
What'd you stick them? What'd you do?
You put them all on speedy.
Oh. Yo. Yeah, but it's look like it's it's still like oh, now I flipped over.
But those wheels just have so much traction compared to the other ones. It's ridiculous.
Oh,
Like, they're actual
man.
sport wheels.
Yeah, it makes me want to like build a bunch of like the vehicles now, and it's like it's kind of cool that they kind of went in that direction. I really
Yeah,
hope I see more vehicles
for
from
sure.
them and stuff like this. And it's like at least finally they gave us like proper looking car stuff. Like yeah, this stuff looks cool.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah, for sure. And I've seen people be like, "Oh, they only come in red." Like, so what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no, my car only looks perfect in red.
It would be cool if they gave us a like piece, like a piece RGB thing that we can like change the color, just like a color wheel.
Oh,
That'd be
not not only can you have permission to build that horse car, I have tutorials on my channel. They're shorts, so go to the shorts section of my channel. I have tutorials for the little guy here and for this medium horse as well. I prefer the medium horse because it's like riding a quad. But the little horses are pretty fun too. Ooh!
Ooh, sorry.
That's alright. This is my medium horse. You can't hurt him. But yeah, that was part of our D&D campaign. We had the little baby horses, and then we had the and then you start out with those, like cruddy horses, and then upgrade to a better horse, and then I don't know if I have any over here. I think I do have one over here. Hold up. And then there was the war horse, which is like wearing armor and stuff. This is a version of one, but this one is also a hover vehicle. Normally they just look like horses and don't hover. But then, I don't know if you were here earlier, because I was obsessed with building these horse vehicles, I made a giant horse vehicle. There's this one. You have to stand up to drive this one. It's so big. Cram! But I tried to color match it to the other horse. Here's them things. Yeah, that's the hub I was trying to make on these ones over here. But anywho, yeah, everybody be sure to check out Remy Lexington on most social media platforms. And yeah, thank you as always for coming out, Remy. I know tonight was a scatterbrain one.
No, it was fun. I always like these where it's like a little showcase and we're all building, we're all chatting.
Yeah. And I think that the game's in a state right now too where that's more like it lends itself more to that right now.
Yeah.
Like we could be doing the game, we could be doing more with K&K, but people haven't been here, etc., and like this is one of the coolest updates we've had. Like playing with the vehicles and everything is definitely fun. So, and I feel like chat had a good time too. I know I did.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think so.
But I will catch you next week, sir. Appreciate it as always. And thank you everybody who came out. Heck yeah, Summary Shark, yeah, a Mad Max fleet. I've started mine over here. We've got this is my Mad Max vehicle right here, and then of course the spikier this gets, the more it goes that way as well. But yeah, Mad Max fleet coming up. Not surprisingly, because we're getting everything from the machinist, that wrecked season was awesome. The only thing that I'm curious about though was the machinist in that season was one of the bad guys. So are they trying to trick us in the future? Are they going to attack us with monster trucks in our villages and crush our sheep? Who knows? But heck yeah. But yeah, thank you everybody who came out. Serto as always, Gravy, Pazzo, Summary. Who else was out tonight? Rooster's out. We're starting to get a lot of regulars, which I really like. I I feel like we used to have a lot of regulars, and then we ran out of regulars, and now we have regulars again. That's pretty cool. Yeah, join us next week for, I was going to say more of the same, but probably different stuff. And Joe Mama's here too. Holy cow. What's up, Joe Mama? Just in time for us to say goodnight. But yeah, join us next week. Like I said, hopefully we will do some more K&K stuff. I would like to both level up the players and go back over some basics again, just for funsies. Yeah, I want to put out a Halo video sometime this week. I'm gonna need some volunteers to drive Halo vehicles for a video. And yeah, stuff and things. Is tomorrow the last day, do you know, of the free stuff, or is it the 30th? I'm not even sure.
I don't know.
Yeah. We've got at least one more day of the machinist parts, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And I really want to start a regular other stream aside from Kaverns and Klombos. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I'll probably make an announcement, but if you know me, I probably won't. So turn on your notification bells, like, subscribe, the whole nine, and so then when I do my guerrilla streams, you'll know I'm live. But yeah, I think I've been trying to wrap this up for half an hour now, but I think we finally did it. And normally we end every stream by saying goodnight, adventurers, but there's only one adventurer, so say goodnight, adventurer.
Good night, adventurer.
Good night, adventurer. And yeah, use code LongTom in the shop. Like, comment, subscribe. Go like the stream right now. Like it, and then do a bunch of comments, and then share it to all your friends. Be like, I saw the coolest streamer. You should follow him and like him and stuff. Algorithm. But yeah, that is going to do it for tonight. The street lights are coming on, so I gotta go home. But yeah, we will see you next week. Bye.